What I've learned about the secret of happiness is men will spend endless hours chasing women, chasing status, chasing financial success, and they still come to me with intense anxiety and depression, and they don't know why. And the reason being because they are measuring their life success in the wrong way. How you develop a sense of happiness is not by the digits in your bank account. It's not by being seen on Instagram and being people admiring you. It's not by being a CEO, but it's simply the quality of your relationships. And all of the science proves this. It's the quality of your relationships that will determine the quality of your life. And we know this because one of the most long-lasting Harvard studies looked at men and women for over 85 years to exactly study what creates a long-lasting, happy life. And the results were simple. The quality of your happiness was not linked to your financial status. It was not linked to your appearance. It was simply linked to how fulfilling you found your close relationships. And men who did have fulfilling relationships, it was very simple. They had better mental health, they had better financial security, they had better physical health, and they lived a lot longer. And those that didn't have good relationships, what they found was very, very clear. They had incredibly poor mental health. They were suffering with anxiety and depression and loneliness, and they were more likely to have addictions. And they also interviewed these people on their deathbed, and what they found is very few people will talk about their financial accomplishments, very few people will talk about the holidays that they went on, very few people talk about anything outside of the people that meant the most to them in their lifetime. And those that had the lowest level of satisfaction were speaking mostly about the regret they had in their relationships. So the question is, are you creating a life that will lead to long-term happiness, or are you creating a life that will lead to long-term depression? Are you doing what most men do, which is ignoring the truth behind what actually creates a long-lasting happy life? Now, how do strong relationships improve your life? Well, firstly, they improve your physical health. Men in healthy relationships tend to have better health. They sleep better, they eat better, they're less likely to be physically sick, they're more likely to go for checkups to the hospital with a doctor because they have a loving wife that will push them to make sure that they are looking after themselves. The other thing is that men that are in healthy relationships tend to do better in their career. It's almost like that healthy relationships allows them to just focus in the areas that really matter in their life, whereas unhealthy relationships will affect their career, it will affect their job status, it will affect their ability to go focus on other areas of their life. And the final thing and the most important thing is healthy relationships exude natural confidence. There is a reason why women tend to find married men more attractive, especially if those men are happily married. But what happens is women can see that they have this glow about them. They tend to have this self-confidence. They tend to have this self-esteem. They tend to have this thing that women admire. And what it is this internal peace that they have. They're not chasing women. They're not easily distracted by women. And that's what women find truly attractive. So why do men struggle so much in relationships, more so now than ever before? Well, the first reason is more so now than ever before, men are going to pick women entirely on their looks. Because we're inundated with pornography and social media, it's becoming very difficult for men to be attracted to women on the same level as themselves. Instead, they want women that they are hyper attracted to. This is a formula for disaster, because if you are far more attracted to your wife than she is to you, you will be left in a very unfulfilling sexual relationship. You have to match each other's level of attraction. It's incredibly important. The second thing is that they lack emotional maturity. Either they have too much jealousy and insecurity and they become toxic, or they don't understand red flags and they have zero jealousy and zero insecurity to the point where their woman is disrespecting them and they don't even realize. And the final thing is that they have the wrong approach. They lead with finances rather than connection. That will only attract a woman that's using you. Whereas if you lead with emotional connection and then add finances when you know that she is a good match for you, that's totally fine. But leading with the wrong thing is a bit like women who lead with sex. It leads to them being sexualized rather than materialized into a wife. And the reason for this is because no good relationship is based on luck. It's based on skills and tools that will lead to healthy, long-lasting relationships. So what does that look like? The first thing is, without mastering yourself, you cannot move on to the next step. What this involves is making sure that you have really strong self-discipline, really high self-esteem, and lots of self-confidence so that you are attracting rather than chasing. The second thing is mastering women. Now, what that looks like is understanding exactly what women are attracted to sexually. I know on the surface it's very easy to say women are attracted to a good communicator, women are attracted to somebody who earns a lot of money. Yes, we know that. But in order for a deeper connection, you need to make sure that this woman is also attracted to you physically, sexually. Otherwise, your relationship will always feel unfulfilled. And the final thing is mastering relationships. Here you will learn exactly how to resolve conflict so it doesn't escalate. You will know how to set boundaries so that she doesn't disrespect you. And you will learn the skill of effective communication throughout your relationship so that you can have a really mature, long-lasting, loving relationship.